Hi everyone, thank you today for joining me for the 5 in 5 series. Today I have with me Electra Frost from ElectraFi and Digital Playhouse Foundation. How are you, Electra?
I'm well. Thanks for having me, Josie. It's great to talk to you.
So let's start with your t-shirt. Electra, move over brokers. Here comes the blockchain. Please explain it to us.
Okay, well, it's the cover of one of my favorite books about blockchain that opened my mind to understanding why blockchain and why it's important. And it's really entertaining, and it's a little bit punk, but so's the writer, Keir Finlow Bates, and I highly encourage getting his book if you want to learn about blockchain like I did. And that's what got me really into it.
Oh, fantastic. I love the t-shirt. Fantastic. Electra, why do you think crypto and blockchain technologies are important to small and medium-sized accountant firms?
Okay, well, we have always been at the coal face with small businesses, startups, and entrepreneurs in helping them set up their businesses the right way. And when they start experimenting with technology, we have to be there too. Don't forget that we onboarded everyone to the cloud revolution, with accounting on the cloud and help them with their tech stacks. And Web3, which is the next stage of the internet involving blockchain and crypto, is something we need to be on the front foot on, just like 20, 25 years ago when people were starting to set up online businesses. They're doing it again, but in a different way with internet native money, and we've got to know what's going on so that we can be competitive.
Amazing. So I'm going to go off the script a little bit because I do find what you do so interesting. You are quite a unique accountant. You specialize in blockchain, so your knowledge of blockchain is quite rare amongst accountants. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I have spent a lot of time reading about it very obsessively, but I've also been just trying to figure it out in my head. Since 10 years ago, a client came to me who was from his company, paying contractors overseas in Bitcoin. And this was before there was any guidance. And we had to work out how to get it into zero and there was no guidance. We treated it like foreign currency. And then the ATO came out in 2014 and said, no, it's a CGT asset. And we're like, what? And so, I've been wondering, well, he was solving problems with Bitcoin, right? He needed to pay people in countries that he couldn't do money transfers to.
Right.
And there wasn't anything criminal about it. He was just trying to solve a business problem. And that has been my perspective from the beginning as a small business accountant who helps their clients to solve problems and compete with the big guys. We're doing the same with technology, just like, the early days of the internet, we're helping them have a go. And so that's my approach to blockchain. I'm just looking to problem solve, just like we always have with tech as accountants,
Amazing.
helping our clients.
Amazing. And you spend a lot of your time educating accountants, is that correct, about blockchain?
I'm kind of encouraging curiosity, I guess. I'm not a formal educator, but I really believe in sharing knowledge, and I'm part of some really wonderful social media groups where people share knowledge and help each other. And in that spirit, I'd like to sort of encourage knowledge sharing, because there's too much going on in the world for us to all be across at the same time. So
Absolutely.
that's my goal, is to just encourage the curiosity so that people will share with me what they've found that I haven't had time to figure out yet.
Wonderful. Okay. That's great. You're amazing, Electra. You really are. I'm like in awe of you, your knowledge. I mean, I've always been curious about blockchain. I'm sure a lot of people have always been curious and maybe even invested in blockchain, but just don't really know too much about it. And they maybe made a small investment, it didn't work out, and have never really gone back there.
Yeah, I think the problem is that people haven't started in the right place to understand it. And that's why I encourage everyone to just go back to the very beginning, Bitcoin, and understand Bitcoin. Because then you understand the reason for blockchain. Bitcoin was the first database, a monetary use case on a blockchain. And since then, there have been other projects. But to really understand the purpose of open public blockchains, you start with Bitcoin, because that enables,
The blockchain.
Yeah, that's right. And it's important to understand why Bitcoin, because it's like a benchmark, a measure for the decentralization and trustworthiness of other subsequent projects in the crypto domain. And so I do work in the building on Bitcoin space, because nowadays with new layer 2 technologies, it's now possible to build decentralized applications, smart contracts, and more on the Bitcoin network over layers, like it was with Ethereum. And this is just basically, we're just talking about the internet, but using the internet in a new way without intermediaries, so it's faster, cheaper, and more accessible for people to find opportunities on.